guys, so welcome to a new channel where I will be trying out some new ASMR videos. So I make a lot of computer tutorials on YouTube, and I also enjoy a lot of ASMR, and I wanted to make a video about ASMR or on ASMR, whichever you prefer. Um, for a while now, and I finally got around to it. So I thought, why not make a computer-related ASMR video and hopefully give you a bit of tingles. So basically, this video is gonna be a lot of whispers and soft-spoken commentary, with some clicking and tapping on my keyboard, since I will be typing. And so I'll just try this out, and maybe you'll find this a bit different and nice. So if you guys enjoyed, you'll let me know, and I'll definitely make new videos for you guys. So for today, I thought, why not make a little code in Java that calculates the area of a triangle. And well, it doesn't matter if you don't know anything about Java, it's just basic stuff, and you might just get to know something new about Java, so it might just be interesting. So to begin, we're gonna be naming or creating a new class, and this class will hold our code, which we can then execute to see if it works. So for this class, I'm just gonna call it a triangle. And we're gonna click OK, and that makes this little box appear in this area, and this is virtually called your class. So this is what your code looks like when you first open it, but we're not going to be using this. We're just going to be using our own code. So before we begin, we need to import some packages into our class so that we can accept user input. So for that, we need to type in import java.io.star and a semicolon afterwards. So let's type that out. Right, so then we need to open up a class block, and to do that we type in public class triangle, and that has to be the same name as what we used when we were creating a class here. Okay, so once we have this here, we need to now open up a main block which will hold our actual code. So to do that, again, we type in public static void main, and then you open up a bracket, and then you say string, open close square brackets, and then args, and after that you say throws IO exception. And in Java, it is really important to follow the capitalization, since the code is extremely case sensitive. So once you have that open, we open up the block, and we're gonna initialize our readers. So to do that, we say input stream reader. So that's input stream reader ist equals new input stream reader of, and then you open up a bracket and you say system.in, and then we need to open up another class which is buffered reader. this as this with the whole thing inside this bracket right here, and that would do the same thing. Alright, so I just like to do it this way, so I have gone ahead and done it this way, but you can choose your own method and do it. Now to calculate the area of a triangle, you need the base and the height from the user. So with that, we're going to create two data variables. We're going to say int base, comma, height. And we're going to initialize both these values to 0. So we can just say equals to 0 for both of them. The next thing you need to do is ask the user to enter the data. So for that, you're going to say system dot out dot print ln br, sorry, not br, open quotes, and you say enter the base, and then you close your quotes, and then close your bracket, and then a semicolon to end the code or end the line, and then you say base is equal to integer dot parse int pr dot read line, open close brackets, and then close this bracket right here, and then you end it with a semicolon. We need to do the same thing for the height, so let's just copy and paste this code to save time. And let's just change up the details here. We say height, and this time instead of base we use height. So now the user will be asked for these two values, and whatever they enter will be taken as this. Now to store the value of the area, we need another variable. So for that, let's create another variable called area, and that also we will initialize to 0. So now what we need to do is calculate the area. So to do that, we say area is equal to half, so we can say 1 by 2 into the base, and we put this into a bracket so that we don't lose our precision. So half of base into height is our area, so that will calculate the area. These asterisks are multiplication signs. The / is your division sign, and then obviously you know what equals to means, so I don't have to explain that. And once you have the area calculated, we now need to print out the answer. So to do that again, we say system dot out dot print ln, and you say the area is colon space and close it, and then use a plus mark and say area, and then you close it. Now this area, or this plus sign right here, is not the addition sign. We use this to concatenate the data type here, so that we can print this with some text here. So now that we're done, we can close this, and we can close our class. And that is it. That is all we have to do to calculate the area of a triangle. So once you're done, we can compile this by hitting the compile button above right here. Underneath, you should see class compiled, no syntax errors. That means there are no errors in your code, and the code will probably run. Now, if it gives the correct output, depends on your code. As far as the compilation is concerned, it only checks your syntax errors. So it seems, or it looks like we have no syntax errors. So we can close this out, and we can now try and run our class here. So to do that, we click right click, right click on our little box here, and we say the second option, which says white main string arcs, the one we used over here. It's the same thing. You hit this and don't change anything here, just click OK. Now, as you can see, it asks us for the base, so I'm going to use a simple value and I'm going to say 10. And now it asks us for the height. Again, I'm going to use a simple value and I'm going to say 5. Now the predicted answer should be 10. The half of 10 multiplied by 5. So the half of 10 is 5. And 5 into 5 is 25. Okay, so it looks like the code isn't working. So let's go ahead and see what is wrong with our code here. Okay, so let's not initialize these to 0 and see if that is our problem. If that is not a problem, then that means we should be able to fix it. Okay, so that is not a problem. And that means there is something wrong over here. That means it is unable to take the half of base and then of the height. So we're gonna retry and let's try and use 0.5 and see if that works. Okay, and it suggests us to use double, so let's see if we can use something else here. We can say area is equal to 1 by 2 into the base, and then area 2 is equal to the area into the height. So let's create our area 2 here. And we now need to print our final answer, which will be area 2. So let's try that out. Alright, so no errors. Hopefully it should work this time. Let's try 10 and 5. Again, the answer is 0, which means 1 by 2 is not working. So what we can do is I'm not exactly sure why my code isn't working out. Where it's accepting the data, so that's fine. Let's just print out both of the values and see if they are entering right or if they're initializing correctly. So let's say base and for height as well. Let's see if that is correct. So it takes the value correctly. That means this is fine. That means there is something wrong over here. The half of base. Okay, there's a much more easier way to do this, which is say base by 2, which is definitely a better way to do this. Let's check it out this time. And there we go. So our area is 25. Alright, it seemed as our code was a little troubled here, but other than that, it worked pretty well. So, again, thanks for watching. I will end this video here. I will love your feedback as to how you like this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment, and I will definitely make more like these.